create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Fires to the tight end. Got a little grass. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Just feeds the running back. Crosses the 45. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Here's the pressure. Got him, and nobody's close. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Sayin. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll try it over the left side. Shakes off the defender.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Runs through the tackle. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Running to Green. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Saying. Looking to the big tight end. Snags it. Lowers those pads. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The extra point here would tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Motion from the back. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, it's Lacy. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Lacy. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown.
Here we go. Ready. Win.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver going in motion. Say it. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And with that last carry, into triple digits. Over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. That's going to wrap it up here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Jackson.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. He is having a day, and think about finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Caught. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Cookie narration volume set to 100.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
They're going to throw it again from their own end zone. Firing to the right, complete. At the 15, he's loose. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Blue 22.
To the air on first down. Complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go. Ready. Red 18. Red 20. Hot.
Wants to go right back downfield. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long.
Ready. Blue 85.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Leaves it with the back. There's some room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They go to the counter. Running into the open space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Ready. White 29. White 29.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Solid Pick up a 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready. King. Set hard.
Running inside, it's Lacy. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away.
Black 18. Black 18. Hard.
They'll try to run for it. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Ready, go.
Saying. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game,